Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit, and I've already added my eyeshadow base, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. And I'm going in with the ColourPop Makeup Shayla palette, and this is the Perception palette, and I'm using this very dark brown shade, and I'm just adding that into my crease. First I'm packing it in, and then I am slowly blending it. So as you can see, I had to get it a little bit closer because for some reason I couldn't see today. So I had to get just a little bit closer to my mirror. And then next I'm taking this orange shade in the palette and I'm adding that right above the first shade that I added. Next I'm taking this tan shade and I'm adding that all over where you see the white base, just so that it isn't very harsh and stark white. And this tan shade is extremely close to my skin tone, so I'm just adding that so that it looks nice and evenly blended. And now I'm taking this very deep chocolate brown shade and adding that to the outer V of my eye, just on the 1/3 portion, not taking it in too much. So off camera, I went ahead and cut my crease. And now for my lid shade, I'm taking this light champagne color and I'm just adding that all over the lid, just packing it on. And now that I have my lid shade on, I'm going to go ahead and line my lids with my liquid liner. This is the Sephora liquid liner, the one with the brush, because they do have more than one. They do have a felt tip one, and I don't particularly like that one too much. But this is a very, very good eyeliner. So I'm just adding a wing liner and making sure my lines are nice and sharp. And as you can see, wing eyeliner takes a lot of time and precision, making sure everything is nice and even. So I just added some beauty supply store lashes off camera, and for face I'm going to use the Too Faced Good in Bed serum and the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. And for foundation I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Foundation, and this is in the shade 515. I do believe it's hazelnut. For concealer, I'm also using a Too Faced product, and this is the Multi Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Butterscotch. And as you can see, I'm adding my concealer very low under my eye because when you blend, you do blend upwards. So I'm trying to use as little product as possible under my eye. And I am going to cream contour today, and I'm using the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. I like Truffle because it is cool tone, so it doesn't make my contour too deep and rich. But I typically do not like cool tone products, but this one I do. So I'm just going to contour my nose and then also blend out the concealer on my nose as well. So here I'm just showing you how I'm blending up my concealer, and as you can see, I'm bringing the product up and there's less product under my eye, which helps me with preventing creasing and under my eye looking very dry and wrinkly because it isn't very much product under there. So I'm just going to blend out that contour that I added on my cheek, and as you can see, I'm blending up. And I just like the way that it chisels out my face, and you know, my cheeks aren't looking very chunky. And to set that contour, I'm going to use my Fenty bronzer in the shade Cocoa Naughty. And I just add that everywhere that I contoured, so the cheeks and the nose. And I do go ahead and add a little bit on my forehead as well to bring the look all together. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. For my under eye, I'm using the Coty Earspun powder, and this powder is very stark white, but no worries, it doesn't give any flashback, and I only use just a little bit of the product. So now for highlighter, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter in the shade Sunset Aurora. And I do go in quite a bit on this highlighter, but I'm using very little of the product at a time. So I go in very light and I slowly blend it out and build it up. So as you can see with this highlighter, it does make my skin look very dewy. And then I also add the highlighter on my brow bone. Some people don't do brow bone highlight anymore, but I still do because I like the way that it looks and how it brings the look together. Then I also add the highlighter on my nose as well as the center of my forehead as well. For lips, I'm using just a gloss today, and this is the Artist Couture gloss in the shade Uncensored 2.0. I don't know why my camera just wouldn't focus today, But this is a very beautiful nude shade. You don't even need a lip liner, and I do love their glosses and their lipsticks because they're very brown girl friendly. And I'm going to set with my Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Mist. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add a inner corner highlight with that very light shade, the first shade in the palette. And that is it. I hope that you have enjoyed. Make sure that you are subscribed. I would love if you would subscribe. Also leave a comment down below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.